焦れないでゆっくり待てば敵はおのずと現れる。
Good morning. Are you actually, like, awake, Makoto, or did you stay up all night? Holy shit, that's actually normal. What the heck? Where's the degeneracy? You're a trans girl, you're supposed to be a degenerate. I am up early today, I didn't sleep. Okay, well that's not 100% true. I ended stream yesterday at like 3 o'clock? 3 or 4 o'clock-ish, my time? And I fell asleep and I woke up at like midnight. Yeah. But it was done on purpose. It was done on purpose. I'm gonna go to bed in a few. I'm gonna hopefully fall asleep in a few hours. So that, when I wake up later, I'll be nice and rested for not only the Wua patch tonight, but, the 14 patch tonight. Because Dawn Trail's supposed to go live later tonight. Yeah, this account funds for Jinsei are not great. Hopefully with the stuff in 1.1 we'll get her. This account also has like a shit ton of outstanding chests and shit to like get done. Like I think I can get at least one more 10 pull before tonight. You're not the only one. Yeah, this is the EU account. That needs to catch up on content. Because my NA account is pretty much like has done all it can do for freebie gems. At least not until 1.1. Yeah, the thing with this account is that this team on Jinsei on Yinlin is kind of in a wheelchair. Because the only character that's actually like built and leveled is Yinlin. Fucking Colcharo and Verena are like actually struggling. But this account has a fuck ton of fuel on it. Where the hell is it? There's so many cubes. Credit card Sean to save the day. I think definitely on my NA account, I'm definitely getting, because there's two like new packs or like limited packs that you could buy twice. It's basically 15 pulls if you buy You buy them twice. Which I think is such high value for 20 bucks. What packs? Hold on, I can...
Darkness devours the sky. As we near the last hour, we wait as they rise for the march of the dead. Dead. Dead.
No, they're a 1.1 thing. Bundles. I thought the loop was longer than that. It's funny you mentioned that, Fake, because I actually added the UNO song on my Spotify playlist last night.
さあ行くわ剣士締めるわ何事も素早くいい心がけよ
Update tonight. It's on the 28th, no? It's funny because the update... Playing this game, people think the update I'm referring to is the one for Wuthering Waves, when the update I'm actually referring to is the update for 14.
日向ぼっこの時間ですよ。気をつけましょうね。
どこを見ていて容赦しない
Yeah. Hi, Snorks. The Wuwa update should be a little bit sooner than the one for 14. Like, I think it'll go live the same time the Genshin and HSR updates go live for me.
これで私が諦めるとでもさあ行くわ
So I'll be able to play that while I... A, wait for 14 to finish updating, and B, actually wait to log on to 14 to play the game. Because who knows how bad the login issues will be. Why does okay, well, I agree everything sucks and is bad. But Why do you say everything sucks and is bad? I don't know, they said they massively upgraded the servers since Endwalker's release, so we'll see. Update is definitely later tonight. I'm pretty sure it was. Still not for a while. That's fair enough. Things can just suck because they suck. Yeah, the login queues are just really annoying because I'm still rating. Like my DSR static, which is mutually agreed, like, hey, we should still, like, we should still raid. Because we want to do a thing before Savage comes out. Oh, we want to finish DSR before Savage comes out. We're still going to be raiding, so hopefully we won't get cucked by login queues. I will say though, thank fuck we're not going to Aether for raiding. Like, my god, man. I hate going to Aether for raiding, like, in general. But I can only imagine how bad it's gonna be on, like, actual patch day. Login queues for Aether. Well, the game always has login queues, but, like, they vary. Like, when an expansion doesn't just go live, like, you'll get a login queue, but it'll only, like, you'll only be waiting to log on for like a minute or two. When an expansion, like, for example, when Endwalker went live, login queues would take like an hour or longer. Yeah, fuck Aether. I hate Aether. I only get server lag, like, while I'm raiding on Aether, because there's so many fucking people on Aether. Like, oh my god, I hate it. A lot of my static members are actually on Jenova. Funny. I thought about making my ult on Dynamis. I'm not sure though. Like, the only reason why I would want to put my ult on Dynamis is just to have a house. But I think I think I can get a large pretty easily if I make a character on Dynamis. Yeah. This was like when Endwalker came out though. Like when Endwalker came out, Aether was like completely closed off for several months. Like you couldn't even character transfer. Alts are very, very strong in 14. Only if you like hardcore raid though. The issue with alts on 14 though is it's not like a traditional alt character where like in like traditional MMOs, when you make an alt character, all of the progress you have on your main character passes over to that alt character. When you make an alt character in 14 though, you have to start over from literal scratch. But with how 14's gear system works, having an ult is very strong because you could basically gear a character twice as fast, or like a static twice as fast with an ult. Because you do a thing what people do called split re-clears, where half the static comes in on their main, half the static comes in on their main, half the static comes in on their ult, you clear like that, and then you swap where the people who came in on their ult go in on their main, and people who go in on their main go on their ult. So you can gear 8 characters twice as fast, when normally you're limited to 1 piece of loot a week. I don't know if it's like frowned upon in 14. People do it all the time. I did it, or I have done it in prior groups I've been in. It's just really annoying because going through the MSQ in 14 more than once, despite what people may tell you, is actually miserable. Like, I really, really enjoyed going through Endwalker's story the first time. Going through it a second time, absolutely miserable. Like, actually so fucking awful. And I'm not looking forward to doing the same thing with, Dawn Trail. You already know what my alt character is going to be, though. Like, the second I'm able to... So my alt character is normally Ephemera. I'm immediately going to Fanta her to Ephemeroth. Yeah. Like, I think ARR and Endwalker are probably the worst of it. Endwalker just because it's so fucking long. Like, it's so long and there's so many unskippable shit in Endwalker that it's really annoying to do a second time. Whether it be like duties, like MSQ related duties that take forever to get through, or like Endwalker did this really annoying thing, which even playing it through the first time I thought it was kind of annoying, where like you'll talk to an NPC and then like 4 more NPCs will come up to talk to you one at a time, and the whole thing is unskippable. Like, you just have to sit there and talk to the NPC. And I'm like, why are we doing this? No, I get that. So, okay. Maybe a hot take. Heaven's Ward, the first expansion for 14, its story, in my opinion, heavily relies on you building an emotional connection with either Ysele or Haurchefant. And if you do not build that emotional connection between the two of them, one of the two, the story is just okay. Now, to the game's credit, I think at least Haurchefant is a very easy character to build an attachment to. He's a very likable character. But a lot of the big story moments in Heaven's Ward really rely on you caring about one of these two characters. For Stormblood, I actually don't think Stormblood is as bad as people make it out to be. I think Stormblood is one of those expansions that people make it out to be that it's a lot worse than it actually is. That's kind of how I felt about Heavensward. I definitely think the biggest issue with Stormblood, and like people talk about this a lot, is that it tries to tell two stories, but one of the stories takes a massive backseat to the other. Like, it tries to tell the story of, like, freeing the Doman people, while also trying to free the people in Alamigo. And the rebels in Alamigo take a massive backseat to the refugees in Doma. Yeah. Like, it really does feel like, okay, like, it really does feel like they added in all the stuff with Alamigo as, like, a complete afterthought with how it plays out. Also, I'll never forgive Stormblood for taking away my two beloveds, Lise and Yotsuyu.
ご退場願おう。さあ、行くわ。
It did give me Sadu, though,
何事も素早く。
which is a huge W. And this is where I go into a very long and detailed explanation on why Sadu is the best waifu in all of Final Fantasy XIV. Go on? Okay, well,
行くわよ。
first of all, she's a lesbian. Second of all, she's a blue-scale dragon girl, which is objectively the best race of dragon girl. Third of all, her wife is adorable. So...
さあ、行くわ。何事も素早く。いい心がけよ。
I like Yugiri. I wish Yugiri was a lot more prevalent.
何事も素早く。いい心がけよ。
My favorite bit of Yugiri trivia is that when they introduced her in ARR, or was it Heavensward? There's one of the two expansions, either ARR or Heavensward, when she first got introduced. Under her cloak, she was a cat girl because they didn't figure out the design for Aura yet. Yeah, it's somewhere around there. She, like, shows up. She shows up with another Doman, I think, in like post AR MSQ. And just like, hey, we exist. Alright, we'll see you in 2 expansions from now.
じっとしてさあ行くわよ何も容赦しない さあ行くわよ 何事もないいい心がけ
ポトンシーセシス
天使出番 さあ行くわよ
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't really start caring about 14 MSQ until Shadowbringers. Shadowbringers was the first 14 expansion where I just actually sat down and watched every cutscene. Which I think is pretty common. Yeah, the climax to Heavensward is like actually one of my favorite climaxes in 14. Like, the climax in Heavensward or the climax in Shadowbringers is like my 2 favorite moments in 14.
目をそらしちゃダメさあ行くわよ
In the end, he's the Azure Dragoon. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of upset that the Dragoon rework they said we would get in Dawn Trail got scrapped.
何事も素早く
I was actually really looking forward to it because I actually cannot stand the way Dragoon plays currently.
どこにいても
I'll probably give it another chance in Dawn Trail though. Oh yeah, Dragoon at low level is fucking terrible. Like, have fun doing a low level dungeon as Dragoon. Take fucking forever to get their AoE, you have like none of your jumps. You pretty much have nothing that makes the class fun. And it's like, yeah, this is suffering. Holy shit. Yeah. Dragoons are the ones that jump in the air and do a flip. I will say I am a sucker for Dragoon armor. That I love that, like, dragon aesthetic. Hence the name.
さあ行くわよ。容赦しない。やつら潰しなさい。
任せてください。
I think Reaper is a very flashy, cool-looking class. I personally do not like playing Reaper. I think it's a really boring one to play. Much like both Endwalker classes. I think, for me, both Sage and Reaper are kind of boring to play, but they're really flashy. And they look cool. I'm actually really excited for the upcoming Savage tier. Mostly because of how it's themed, but it looks like I will more than likely be playing White Mage for my Savage static. Which, for once, I'm actually really excited to play White Mage. I think White Mage got some really cool shit at in Dawntrail. They got a fucking dash. Like, oh my god, it's so nice. I think healing in 14 is very much an acquired kind of thing. I'll be the first to, like, one of my main classes is fucking Scholar, which is a healer. And it's very, how do I say this? It's a very fun class to try and optimize. But like at a base level, most healers are pretty snooze to play. Now that is a very like legitimate complaint about healing in 14. Is that that they're very unengaging, because they are. They don't really have a... Okay, they have a DPS rotation, but it's pressing one button over and over again. That is the extent of healer DPS. Ain't no way he fucking interrupted me out of that.
花よ。行きます。日向ぼっこの時間ですよ。
剣士出番終わりよ。
Well, from what I hear, healing in WoW is a different issue than healing in 14, because healers in WoW are like literally the bitch. Like, you go there to heal and that is it. Like, you do nothing else but heal, which I think has its own issues. But from what I hear, WoW healers have a bit more going on with them. Because how WoW like works as a whole. Is there any role/class that's more in demand than others? This current expansion, healers by far. It'd probably go like healers, tanks, DPS. But with the DPS, there's like a subsection of DPS that is a lot more hard to find than other DPS. Like, there are 4 kinds of DPS in 14. Melee, ranged, magical, and that's it. I don't know why I said there's 4. But yeah, there's melee DPS, physical range DPS, and magical range DPS. And of those 3 DPS subclasses, it is so hard to find a physical range DPS for the most part. Like, you'll see a lot of people playing Dancer, but that's really it. Like, you really won't see anyone play like Bard. Healing is actually going to be kind of interesting this expansion, because people talk about going on a healer strike in 14, and I don't know how true that's going to be. I just know I'm probably just gonna end up playing a shit ton of healer, as opposed to the last expansion where I ended up playing a shit ton of samurai. But like, I think everyone and their mother is going to be playing Viper. So it'd be nice to actually not play a melee DPS for a little bit. What the fuck is a healer strike? People refusing to play healer in any form of content. So normal raids, savage raids, trials, dungeons, etc. Why? 'Cause people...
いい心が
Okay. So, 14 does this thing called a media tour whenever an expansion is about to drop, where basically Square Enix invites a bunch of content creators to like Square Enix HQ, where they get to play test all the new classes and shit. And like they get a first glimpse of like the first dungeon, the first area, blah blah blah. Well, it's just basically a glimpse into the new expansion.
さあ
And some content creators who went to the media tour, they did the first dungeon,
とも素早い
but they said, hey, let's do the dungeon without a healer. So they did the dungeon without a healer. And for people who are not aware of like how 14 works, this sounds absolutely ludicrous, like going into a dungeon or any form of content without a healer. But people have cleared all types of content in 14 without a healer.
何事も素早くいいことがあるよ
Which made some people really upset that they did this. So there's a forum post on the official Final Fantasy XIV forums that was like, we're going on a healer strike because Square Enix designs the classes in such a way where playing healer feels very unfulfilled. Because a lot of the classes have so much self-sustain that healers are upset that they don't get to do their job of healing. So like, come Dawn Trail, we will not play healer. And the forum post actually attract a lot of attention. Now, I don't know how well this is going to work. I just know I'm going to probably play a lot of White Mage and a lot of Scholar. And I will have very fast queue times. Because I remember this when Endwalker came out. That there were a fuck ton of party finders up, and they were like, there would be like 8 to 10 party finders up, like queuing for the new like dungeons and stuff, or the new like 8-man trials or whatever, and all of them would be missing 2 healer slots, and their PF description would be like, the duty finder, which is like how you like solo queue for something in 14, is broken. Join this PF, and it's like, no, it's not broken. People just aren't playing healers. But yeah, people who like play 14 and have been playing 14 for a while know that clearing like dungeons without a healer, or clearing like raids with 1 healer when normally raids have 2 healers in them, is nothing new.
これで私が諦める
It's been a thing for a couple expansions now. More than likely not. It was just one of those things that I saw that I'm like, I wonder what's going to come from this. Because, like, Square Enix and the FF14 devs, like, they're very painfully aware of all of the complaints that people have with the game. And they have to go through the hell of listening to these complaints, but not listening to them too much. Yeah. Like, there's... I can't name any specifics here, because I don't know them offhand. But, like, there's some complaints, people are just like, 14 needs this. And then other people are just like, bro, WoW had this, and people hated it. What do you mean we need it? Like, and I'm talking about stuff WoW had that was universally hated. People were like, this needs to be in 14 or the game will die. Yeah, because that is definitely a thing that happens with game design, where sometimes game devs listen to their community too much. And they do every change that their community asks for, which ends up, in some cases, killing their game. Or you have, like, the, like, Dead by Daylight approach, where you listen to pretty much none of your community feedback, and people hate your game. That's kind of how it goes, Makot. And I'm not sitting here like, oh, hold on, let me turn on my... It's actually... Fuck. Yeah, I'm not sitting here being like, oh, 14's the perfect game. It definitely has issues, but I think the issues people talk about with 14 tend to be blown out of proportion by a very large degree. But again, you have to... Teetering that line is really hard. Because, you know, you don't want to be like Freak from League, who sometimes talks out of his ass and then angers a whole community of players. Listen, I think Freak gets a lot more hate than he deserves, but some of the hate he gets definitely is deserved. Like, remember when he said that the people who main Vel'Koz never gave any valuable feedback? And then one of the main Vel'Koz players was just like, oh, you're so right. And then turned like, over his like 6-page, not 6-page, but like his 7-page paragraph on why Vel'Koz is bad, just wrote Vel'Koz sucks over it. Also, goddamn, those guys fucking hurt me. Oh. Yeah. Oh, see, I absolutely hate Blizzard. Blizzard's balancing is the reason why I stopped playing Overwatch 1. Because that game, over time, like, it's crazy to think about that Overwatch on release with like Roadhog hitting hooks through space and time was a more fun and more balanced game than it was by the end of its release. Hey, Hako. Yeah, and eventually they bounced themselves into a corner they didn't know how to balance themselves out of. Because the comp and the best comp in Overwatch 1 for a very, very long time was 3 tanks, 3 support, and it wasn't even close. And the Overwatch meta stayed like that for actual, I don't want to say years, but at least over a year. This was like the best thing you could do with Overwatch by a long shot. And it just never changed until they released Overwatch 2 and just like, okay, now you can only pick 1 tank. Have fun. Realistically, what happened is that they released Brigitte, and they did not know how to balance Brigitte, because Brigitte completely destroyed the game balance. Which caused to the innovation of GOAT's format. TLDR Blizzard, not good company. Water wet. It is Dance with the Dead. Well, no one's happy with Overwatch 2 for a lot of reasons. Like, it could be literally a number of things you could complain about with Overwatch 2. The promised content that they said that got scrapped. The somehow worse balancing that they've done in Overwatch 2. More awful Blizzard PR. I literally just pick your poison. My favorite picture, like my favorite meme of Overwatch that I've still seen is like the dude logging on and being like, oh boy, I can't wait to play Overwatch today. And he plays it. The porn can't save this game. Or, who could forget when one of the game devs for Overwatch left? I've been working on the game since Overwatch 1, and then in his AI art image of him leaving, there were dicks in the background because the Overwatch IP is so associated with porn that the AI generator just put dicks in it, and for some reason, he didn't notice. Or just thought other people wouldn't notice. I'll give Kiriko a pass because Kiriko's very, very cute. Lamine, nice Asian lady. No, you forgot her most important character trait. Because she's Japanese, she can climb up a wall. As her most defining character trait. True. And uninstalling Overwatch 2 was the best thing I did on my computer.
奴ら潰しなさい。さあ行くわ。逃げられると思うな。
TLDR? Fuck Blizzard. Fuck what they did to HOTS, fuck what they did to Overwatch, fuck what they did to Heroes of the... I already said HOTS, StarCraft. Fuck what they did to Diablo. Like, my god, man. I do not understand how people can continue to support this company. I get people like WoW, but like,
何事も素早く。
I will be
心が
very truthful here, and this may be hard to believe for some of you who know me and know how much I love 14. If I ever found out Yoshi P and like his team of game directors or whatever did half of the shit that Blizzard has done, I would stop playing 14. Like, I would just quit. I get people still liking WoW. Apparently it's gotten better. Because apparently what the WoW devs have started to do, they were just like, hey, 14's doing really good, so let's just copy shit from 14. And from what I'm to understand, that is what they've been doing. I don't know how much of that is true, but it's just what I've heard. Yeah, I don't know what kind of expansion WoW is on. I know WoW is getting an expansion soon. Like, either next month or sometime over the summer or whatever. Probably. Because, yeah, WoW's coming... Is WoW coming to the Xbox? Or has it been on the Xbox? I don't actually... It's something like that, right?
さあ行くわ
Take back. I've tried learning how to play 14 on a controller. It's hard. Like, I've been told by people who play 14 on a controller, they're like, you just get used to it, TM, and I'm like, yeah. I cannot believe it took me fucking this long to figure this out. Main reason why I've tried to learn 14 on controller is so my fingies stop hurting. Because I won't lie, sometimes what the fuck hit me? Sometimes my fingies hurt after raiding for a while in 14. And playing games on controller is a lot less stressful on my hands. Oh. No, I mean my fingers, my hands. Like, stretch my hands or stretch in general? The answer is yes. For both. I try to always stretch out my body whenever I get the chance. I still play Genshin Impact? Yeah. Well, yeah, it kind of depends what you're doing. Like, when... I remember when one of my first journey runs for P3 Fez, this was before I had a turbo controller, and oh my god. And My hand hurt like crazy by the time I was done because I was mashing everything manually. Like, holy shit, that hurt. I remember specifically when I went into work the next day after I finished, I could barely type on my keyboard. My hands were, like, very limp noodles. I think you can get away without using a turbo controller in the answer. Like, the cutscenes aren't so long in the answer where, like, it's actually feels detrimental to use, like, to mash them manually. Maybe if you're, like, grinding answer runs, like, doing them once a day or something, or multiple times a day. Me, I could probably never. The turbo is just... I'm too red-pilled on it. I just hate mashing. Like, I'm not a good button masher. My least favorite games in Mario Party games are the ones where you have to mash a button, because I'll always lose them. I don't know how to get good. Like, I've looked up techniques on, like, how to mash buttons before. And, like, some of them I just don't get. Like, using, like, the quarter method, I just don't understand that one. Even after, like, seeing videos on it, I'm like, yeah, you people are wizards. The most success I've gotten out of mashing is mashing with both my index fingers. That's the fastest way I can mash a button. It comes at the price of, depending on the controller, it actually being really awkward to do. I also don't know how to mash with both thumbs. Like, when people hear mash with two fingers, they assume both thumbs. I don't know how to do that. The only way I could get it to work was with both my index fingers. I'm nuts. Actually, I am gonna refill my drink. Give me a moment. Last night, I made pizza, and this was the first night I've been actively satisfied with how I made the pizza dough, because it's the next day, and the crust on the pizza is still fluffy. Like, it's not like biting into a rock. There's only one thing I gotta do with the crust next time, and it's make it garlic buttery. Hey, have you played the new... Really off fucking topic. Have you played the new Lethal Company update? It came out like 2 days ago, right? Or am I insane? Or is it in beta still? Damn you, Elden Ring. Yeah. Always a shitty thing with Lethal Company. Something that's actually been really annoying, and like I say it's annoying, but I can't really blame anyone for this, is a lot of the people who make Lethal Company mods, like, moving on to do other stuff. So the mods that they make get deprecated, and it's like, oh, well, since this one mod's deprecated, now this mod doesn't work. Been having that issue a lot. Yeah, that's kind of my issue with my friends, is that they don't really want to play Lethal Company anymore. Which kind of sucks, because, like, what I want to do in Lethal Company is very different from what they want to do in Lethal Company. And, like, this is definitely a me thing, where it's like, I want to try to get as high of a quota as possible, where they kind of just want to fuck around and see what happens.
痛みつけてほしい。
The Fumos will break with the update, yeah. Although, on the next Fumo Company update, one of my Fumos will be added in.
行くわよ。せっよ。
I really want to play it to try to get, one of my to get the Fumo I put in.
さあ、行くわよ。 何事も素早く。いい心がけ。
Sometimes that happens. Like, I remember when we played with the Shy Guy mod, which adds a unique enemy to the game. Like, the Shy Guy mod broke the spawning of every other enemy, so literally no enemies could spawn on the map.
何事も素早く。いい心がけ。
It was very sad.
つまらないわ。さあ、行くわよ。飽きたわ。さようなら。
I actually really like the Shy Guy mod. I liked the idea of having one enemy that you had to look at constantly, and another enemy you could never look at. I actually really like the Shy Guy mod. Too bad he fucking broke the game. Did I ever post the last clip I had of the ghost of, like, what happened to me with the ghost girl?
終わりよ。奴ら潰しなさい。
Wait, KT, we're dead last? How? Oh, let me see if I can find it real quick. You have no idea how long I've been waiting to do this with the ghost girl. Ghost girl AI weird. When was the last time Newest Girl wasn't fun and amazing? You mean in this game or like in gacha game? This one? Well, this has been the only newest girl that's come out, Ginlin. Because the game is only like a month old. I guess a better answer would be Genshin, and the new girl that came out that wasn't fun and amazing. Well, one of them was Dea. I love Nailu, but I hated the way she played. And I still hate the way she plays because she's only usable in one comp. I know there's someone else. I think I would enjoy Nailu more if I had the team comp to use her in. It's literally 4 characters. Isn't she the guild? What do you mean? I never pulled for her, but the guild wasn't fun? Rise and Mona. I mean, one of the hottest characters in Genshin, and she's fucking useless. Me too. Just play all the useless ones together.
気をつけます。日向ぼっこの時間ですよ。
We lived in a perfect world. I heard of the new MOBA Supervive? No. What is this a MOBA clone of? The old LOL Dota and a few other devs got together. Well, I've never played Dota. I don't know. My reason for never playing Dota is because the game looked ugly. And whenever I would spectate Dota, I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Does it? For what it's worth, I haven't seen gameplay of Dota in a while. I just assumed the game fucking died. It's crazy. Like, I watch Smite. Like, sometimes I'll watch, like, Pro Smite. And I'm like, I don't know exactly what's going on. But, like, I have an idea of what's going on. Because, like, I play a lot of League. And, like, that game's a fucking third-person view game. Dota's the same shit as League, but I have absolutely no idea what's going in Dota ever. A turtle's jamming. $1 million Echo Slam. Alright, so this might sound really cringe, because it's... But one of my reasons for wanting to play for wanting to play Smite was because Smite had a TSM Apollo skin that I thought was so cool because it was a TSM skin. What does TSM even have now these days? Nothing. What is this? 600 more gems and get a second 10 pull. Oh boy. What do I pull? Nothing. It's saving it's getting gems to pull for Jinshi.
焦れないで、ゆっくり待てば敵はおのずと現れる。
Honestly, realistically, I'm probably gonna pull for both of them. Both Jinshi and Shangli. The real question is, do I get on my main account, because this account spent stuff for summons, do I get a constellation for Jinshi or Shangli on my main account? I don't know. Use more boxes, you think? I actually haven't seen like anything of Jinshi's kit. I just know she summoned a dragon.
気をつけましょうね。
Oh fuck me, no, I didn't mean to.
何事も素早くいい
Damn it.
じっとして。
The game needs to not throw more hot women at me. I need like some not mommy milkies to help me save gems. Fuck. They're a little awkward. Two-faced. I've also finally started getting sleepy. Ah. Try to get this other 10 pull, or enough gems for another 10 pull. Oh, 600 gems. Probably go to fucking sleep. What I'm gonna hope happens is that when I fall asleep, I'm gonna wake up and it's gonna be like 10 o'clock. But I know it's not gonna be that late. At best, it'd be like 6 or 5. I mean the Google Doc? The description, Hydra. At the time of writing this, Hydro Traveler provides no utility to a team that cannot be better filled by another unit, including Barbara, which all players can obtain at ARAD. Ooh. Do Genshin devs just make it their sole mission to never have Traveler be decent? Like, is that something they discuss at every board meeting? I remember Traveler has to stay as mediocre as possible. I mean, it was definitely a fluke. Dendro Traveler's only usable because Dendro's... It's a combination of Dendro being OP and all the other Dendro users are ass, except like 2 of them. I don't blame you for not doing this quest. This quest is kind of dumb. Only thing good about this quest is that you can actually see that, I don't know what this unit is called, but the female version of the unit is a fucking cake. Oh, not fish and mailed. Fuck. I didn't realize she would catch me. Ah, it's the very end too. Well, it's only that enemy I couldn't run into. Them and the dogs, and I didn't realize. They were there. It's just annoying I have to start the whole fucking quest over. Is that a dog? It's actually hilarious how bad Amber is. And she will continue to be bad forever.
容赦しない何事も素早くいい心がけよ
Do you remember when people were coping that Chongyun was good?
奴らを潰しなさいさあ行くわ飽きたわさようなら
They're like, I swear Chongyun's good, you just gotta pair him with Jin Kui to apply freeze or some shit like that. I guess he was okay in 1.0, but no one fucking used him. Why would anyone willingly use Chongyun? I know, I'm not this close. This quest is fucking long. You know, people will draw porn of Yelan pegging Xing Shuai. I'm glad people don't do that with Chongyun and Shenhei. Well, I have not seen it, therefore it does not exist. And we will keep it that way. Didn't you tell me it's like physical razor or some shit? Or is it like aggravate razor or whatever? It's something really stupid. I've already lost faith in people, Faye. Razor plus Chevy, C6 Bennett, full EM, overload. Man. I really hope Chevy goes on banner soon. I really want to pull her for my Clirin team. Medium key Clorin's actually really fun to use. Love my lesbian gunslinger. I don't even remember what banner she came out on that I didn't get her. Actually, I think I might know. I think it was that chopstick girl that like came out and no one knew came out. Ugh. I mean, I don't blame you, Faye. What was the last good 4-star we got that wasn't Chevy? Like, has Fontaine had any decent 4-star? Well, I don't want to say decent because they've probably been decent. I mean, like, good 4-stars. Barbara Keck W. I could probably hit 45 pretty easily. Well, not probably. I could definitely hit 45 very easily. Oh my fucking god. Short. What does the bell turtle do? Buffs? I actually don't know. I just know you're supposed to click it and get a big oof. Does this quest show you the locations of the light? Oh, just fucking you did that last log. I'm gonna piss. I'll be right back.
じろ見すぎ。
I'm getting eepy, but I want to stay up a little bit longer. Maybe like another hour at most. When did I sleep? So after I stopped streaming yesterday, I fell asleep like a half hour after, I want to say. And I woke up at like sometime between the hours of 10 o'clock and midnight. And I've been up since. It is definitely a sleep schedule. Let me... I can get gems from power. I think I need to make Calcharo a bit beefier though. No other way. Electro? Yeah, that's crazy. They were bad. That was not bad though. Trust me, you didn't want them. Well, if we need more mats, can you just get more mats? You have enough fuel for it. Reruns of the electro thingy. Oh, random shit is still shit. Um... Yeah... Do you? I think you do, actually. I get to pick these? I thought I got to... Oh, there's the electro damage I need. Right. This is so funny, but it's so bad. I'll take it. We'll settle. I think we just need to get Calcharo to 70 and then we're set. Get some more stars from Tower. Yeah. I thought the Lethal Company update was supposed to be like yesterday or the day before. Hasn't updated yet. Too busy playing Elden Ring. I got the new version of Lethal Company, which is version 55, I think. Hi, Allie. Thank you for the reseed. God, I'm fucking tired. Oh, where is this guy? Bro, stop giving me 4-star bosses. Ah. Probably try to get some stars from Tower and then honk shoe my way to bed. Deadass. I wanna pull. So I really want to get this account a second 10 pull. Yeah, it's Jinshi first and then Shangling. That's what we're here for. We're here to get you gems. Technically no, because it's bought the battle pass. Oh, sick. Uh, the Heron Wetlands. Come on down here. Nice tooltip. Even more. What the Heron Wetland was the name of the place? I'm just tripping. Bro.
何事も素早くいい心がけを。
Yeah, there's a blue flower up there. I think. Oh. Oh, I hit the quarter I needed.
この俺が息をしている以上、ゴーストハウンドの名をもってこの大陸を縦横無尽に通行できると保証する。
Well, I think that's good enough now. That is definitely a Tauki emote. What is it, noon? I guess I should sleep now. I think since this account is EU, it'll get the patch live first. Before my NA account does. Don't actually know. We'll find out later. Yeah. Anyway, I am getting actually really sleepy, so I'm gonna go to bench. I'll be back later tonight for both 1.1 of this and then 14 Dawn Trail patch. Oh boy. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. Bye bye. Or I guess morning because it's fucking noon. Bye.